today we are back for another craft. So today we are making, what are we making?
Easter baskets.
Easter baskets. And who did we get this idea from?
This is from Bargain Bethany.
Okay. All right. I'll try and find and link this video for you too. I'm not an original crafter most of the time. So we picked these up from the Dollar Tree.
Yes.
Pool noodles are hard to find this time of year. I do not have any advice unless you live in St. Thomas, in which case I suggest unusual finds.
Well, the one lady said she saw them at Dollarama. I did not see them when I ran in there today, but they might have had them.
So these are, as you can tell, going to be oversized Easter baskets. So we're not even going to cut our pool noodles. We're just going to take our baskets. I peeled the tag off the bottom. And we're going to just do that. Stuff your pool noodle in. So do we glue these on? Do we tie them? Do we just kind of leave them?
She tie wrapped hers there.
Tie wrapped.
Is what she did. I mean, you can glue them, but it's really hard when you're gluing pool noodles because they melt a lot.
She could have called glue gun.
So
I will maybe attach
they're pretty sturdy.
After. So. Well, I think it's going to be hard for me to do my basket designing. Talia left coins in there.
Yes, she left coins in Grandma's.
I think I'm going to leave it until after I do my basket design before I attach it. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to weave my material. Yeah. So Mom and I are both doing...
So we could take this out really and do our weaving.
Yeah. Let's do that. That's smart. Bye-bye, pool noodle. Alright. So Mom is going for a teal and white look. I'm going for a more traditional look. I've got some of this burlap garland left over from a Halloween craft I never did. I'm sure they sell this at different times of the year too, probably just with different packaging on the front of it. So I only have one. I hope this is going to be enough to do my basket.
Well, you're going to have to probably cut it in half because it's going to be way too... Or are you putting yours around the whole outside? Is that what you're doing?
I was thinking maybe.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm going to weave mine, and I'm doing mine with cut from a piece of plastic tablecloth because I'm going to put mine out on my front porch. And I think the plastic might stand up a little better to the weather. So I'm going to try this. And I'm going to weave mine.
I mean, I like the look of that, but I feel like I'd like the weaved better. Don't you think? Or should I do...
Well, if you're going to weave it,
should I do strips and then just do like a couple weaved rows and then do another flat strip at the top?
You can do whatever you like. If you'd like to look... Well, you saw the picture that I showed you that how she did hers. She didn't weave hers. She just did it around the outside.
Well, let's start
but she did do a couple different pieces that had lace on it.
Yeah, well, I might have some other colored ribbon that I can use.
Hers were burlap, but she had some white lace on them.
She's got fancy burlap.
I had some, and actually they had some today. I could have got you some, but I didn't know how you wanted to do yours. So.
I didn't really know how I wanted to do it either.
I didn't until I got walking around the store looking for ribbon because I was going to buy ribbon to weave through. But it's really hard to find Easter ribbon at the moment too. Everybody's stocking up, I guess. So then I thought, well, what if I find something plastic that the weather wouldn't be too harsh with outside right now?
I don't know if I'll put mine outside. Maybe. I put it inside the clothes. I'll probably play with
Well,
it.
yours would look really cute in your bay window.
Oh, that's true.
But I don't really have a great spot unless I can maneuver something to sit it up in the front window, because since we don't have since our window is not really on the floor.
I can't even help explain to you what she's saying because you guys have never seen the house.
It's a raised ranch, so our windows are very high. Yes.
You guys know.
And we have stairs down right inside the windows, so there's no floor right behind our windows.
Yeah. I was about to make a comment about how time-consuming basket weaving is, but actual basket weaving would be a lot worse. But like, I kind of like the look of this. The burlap bunches a little bit because it is wider than the slats, but it kind of looks nice. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like the weaved look or the flat look?
You see the weave part?
Like, I kind of like the flat at the bottom because then it makes it look more like a basket. So maybe I would glue this on. I probably can't glue on this, can I? Plastic. She's gonna melt.
You should be okay, especially on this part. You're only going to put little bits,
Yeah.
little tiny dobs of glue.
I
You
think I
don't
might
need
do
a lot.
a flat band across the bottom and then do some weaved sections up here and then another flat band across the bottom. So let's pull this out. That's not going to come out very nicely. Well, and this is the world of DIY. Try something, don't like it, try it again. Also, for the record, in the other video, you called it a dupe. I don't think it's a dupe when it's another crafter that's doing it. I think it's a dupe when you're copying something a store's made for less.
Well, I'm copying what she made.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not
to me,
really a
I'm
dupe, though.
copying her,
You
so.
are. You have to credit the source, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Okay, so I need to.
It's a dupe. Yeah, I know. Some of them do say they're making a dupe of, Hobby Lobby. When
We
you're
did another
watching it
craft
and
before
stuff.
this. So, theoretically, in a perfect Instagram world, I will get the other video up before this one, but who knows? It might be St. Patrick's Day next year. My content doesn't always get posted in a timely fashion because it's a hobby more so than a job. For instance, I just posted a picture the other day of books for World Book Day, so you can tell now when we took this video that I took a year ago. I was like, gonna use it anyway, but my hair color is totally different. Alright, so I'm gonna put my burlap up here. You may notice my dad wandering around in the background. You'll see him in the mirror. He's working on renovations for me. You're not happy with your basket.
I'm not.
Can tell by the tone of
I
voice.
don't think I'm not happy. I'm just not sure.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I think I'm. Well, I was trying to decide because I got some pink too. Because I wasn't sure when you had
okay.
the pink handle whether you
We want a pink
want
tablecloth.
any pink or anything, so to go with your pink handle. So I was just trying to decide if I wanted to do teal and pink and then teal and pink, or if I just want to do it all teal.
Yeah, usually my go-to thing is to ask Instagram, but in this case, we can't do that.
Yeah, I figure plastic tablecloth is inexpensive. Yes, I could use it on something, but I'm not really too concerned about wasting it, so I will cut a piece, and if I don't like it, well, I don't like it. I could also go and pick up some other colors and do it very pastel. That might be very pretty too. Or take some out and next year do it pastel.
You could do
Just
that
so
too.
it's not always the same.
There
Okay,
you go, ideas.
so this one.
So yeah, so she picked up tablecloths. So I don't know. She was just saying she might do more of a pastel rainbow, which would be super on trend for Easter. So while we do this, for the people that actually watch this video, what are we gonna put in the baskets once we get the baskets decorated?
Well, this is what she did, and I'm not thinking I'm going to be doing the same because I can't even find those. But she first stuffed them. Obviously, you don't want to stuff your whole thing with the Easter grass because you would have to buy bags
Oh
upon
my
bags.
goodness,
of
that
it.
would be a lot. And because our things see through, you can't.
Right. So
Can't put
she
anything else in
put
it.
some other stuff in the bottom, and then she found the linen bunnies that some Dollar Trees have, and she stood some of them in the front, and then she put a bow on her handle.
Ah, okay, that's cute.
So that's what she had done.
But we can't find those bunnies.
I can't find those bunnies yet.
Darn Canada dollar stores. Not getting the product we need.
So we may. So what I was thinking was, again, remember I was saying I kind of wanted to try and
Oh, from
make.
Michael's? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Well, that works too.
We
no.
did find some cute bunnies on the Michael's website because we were scoping that out.
Yes.
And with the coupons, they would have been expensive, but not super unreasonable for Michael.
As long as we don't buy the 2 big ones that were $170 some odd dollars each.
For bunnies. Come
Each.
on, Michaels. Who buys this stuff?
I'm like, I'm not spending that much on bunnies.
So,
But I was thinking, I wanted to try and make an Easter egg topiary. And
oh, you want
thought,
to put the topiary in here?
well, I was going to put them in my flower pots in front of
Okay.
my greenery. But I thought Easter eggs in here
Would, make
to
sense.
tie in with the Easter
The
egg
Easter egg
topiaries.
eggs. Right.
That I
So,
would have outside
I would
too.
like to make those topiaries. They looked really cute. But we
Yes.
haven't found the supplies for that yet, have we?
Not yet.
I don't know how we can shop so much and still not find what we're looking for.
Well, I haven't
Story
been
of my
out
life.
that much, really. But I'm thinking maybe one day next week.
Maybe we'll make a trip to London. I need to pick some stuff up anyway. There's some stuff I was eyeing up on Marketplace, but I'm maybe too lazy to drive to London. Well, partially too lazy, but also too cheap because gas is expensive.
Yeah, it went up to $1.70 something, I think Dad
Seriously?
said the other
I
day.
can no longer afford to drive.
I was like, ouch.
Thankfully, right now I'm not putting gas in my vehicle, which is really nice.
I thought $1.50 something was bad, but
Well, I heard them say it was going to go up to over $2.
yeah, by summer Dad keeps
I was
telling
like,
me.
please don't. People need Sandy. Car rides used to be my favorite babysitter because, single mom life. So you just used to go for a drive and let the girls sleep, and then it's like quiet time. Got to listen to music. It was nice. And
But
they got a
as
nap in because Talia only naps in the car. But not at that price of gas.
And some kids don't nap in the car at all.
Oh my goodness, car ride naps are the best. I feel bad for those children. More so the parents, but also bad for the children. I need more glue. Underestimated the glue requirements for this project. I have some. I just gotta go dig it out of the cupboard. So on the bright side, I am hot gluing this basket and I'm not putting a lot of glue on it, but it's not melting. So there you go.
Yes. I was going to say, you could shut this off for a little bit while we do some bit so that they don't have to watch so much of the
No, it's
video.
cool. You just video the whole thing and then
Oh, and edit
cut it out and edit.
Edit it, yes.
Yeah.
True enough.
Besides, some people think we're funny. I don't know who those people are, but some people think we're funny, I'm sure.
Oh,
Not very many mother-daughter craft channels out there, are there?
I don't know. I've
Should
only
look for them.
just started watching some of them. So I used to only watch The Odd Person.
Started is a bit of an understatement. It's
No.
been like your hobby project for the last, 7 COVID lockdowns.
Yeah, but I wasn't really so much. I was watching a little bit of crafting, but I was watching some organization.
Oh, that's true. You did start with organization, and then you
Yes.
branched out. This is more fun.
Yes.
Maybe not as practical, because then you gotta watch the organization to figure out where you're gonna put all the
Store all
decorations.
your craft stuff.
Yeah, where's it gonna go, guys? Where's it gonna go? So you guys have seen my house. You know that I have the pantry in the kitchen. Well, not in the kitchen, but near the kitchen. That's like my craft drawer. AKA, it's also my board game storage and extra toy storage for the girls. Also has my alcohol in it that I don't drink. I should probably just gift it to my brother. Yeah, so multi-purpose, but all of my craft supplies live in there, and it's a mess.
A hot mess.
Not even a hot mess, it's just a mess.
I kind of like the pink with the teal.
I will give you my opinion momentarily, but I am in the middle of hot gluing my basket, and the glue, because I'm not putting on very much, dries really quickly. Yeah, I think that looks nice.
I'm just trying to decide if I do want to just keep going with the blue and the teal again, or if I want to go and get a couple different colors.
I unfortunately do not have tablecloths in my crafting drawer, so
But I think I will do it just these two colors for this year, since this is what I bought.
it would be nice to be able to finish our video today.
I did buy white only because I figured I can wrap the white around the green, the tealy colored pool noodle.
Oh, okay.
That's why I bought the white one, not to put through here. 'Cause, I mean, I could. But. All right. And also, I want to put a couple of bricks in the bottom of mine so it stays put on my porch. So the wind doesn't blow it away.
She lives in a good neighborhood. Don't worry, we're not worried about theft. We're worried about wind.
Yes, blowing away.
That being said, I've got bricks in my flower pots outside, so. At Pearl Street, it was for theft purposes. Here it's for wind. Glad I moved. Alright, so I had to trim off a little bit of my burlap. I put extra on just so that I cut extra just so that I can make sure it was long enough. And that's not what I want there, so. So it's not a perfect fit. It looks not bad. So I'm gonna, cause mine is a little long, I'm gonna go get another glue gun thing cause I'm out, and then I'm gonna glue the thingy. The thing.
Excess.
Yeah, that. Just wait, there's more.
In that messy storage cupboard.
Yep. These are sensory bin supplies. And then my glue sticks are in the bottom one. I'm just gonna get smart. I'm gonna bring the whole pack out, guys.
There you go. What you think, Father?
Good idea.
Does it
Leave
look
her in
good?
there.
Does it look good?
Sure.
You might want to wave. You're in the video now. Does it bother you that we're crafting and you're working?
No.
That's good. Smart answer.
Peaceful.
Probably not true.
Peaceful.
Or at least we're not nagging you this way and telling you you're doing it wrong. He's used to that. That's scary, guys. Probably shouldn't have admitted that on camera. Does it fit?
Did you cut it wrong?
I don't know what no way means. Can I have a little more context here?
That's what I was thinking. You probably think you cut it shorter than you should have.
That's fixable with caulking or wood filler or something. I could reevaluate all of the trim in my house. Unfortunately.
Okay.
You are 100% going to be finished before me.
I kind of think I will really like it done in different colors more so than just two. But
So just wait until you get more tablecloths.
well, I'm just thinking, should I go blue, pink, pink, blue? Or should I go blue, pink, blue, pink?
Tough call. Blue, pink, purple, yellow.
They had a purple one. I don't think I've seen a yellow one, but they did have a light purple one.
Well, there's a couple of dollar stores in town. Another one.
But you know what? Just to finish it for today, I'm only cutting 2 more pieces off this.
That's
It's not a big deal, and I
Any
can.
chance somebody hold one of these pieces there?
Sure,
No.
I can always cut it later. Maybe I need to hold it with the pool noodle because I'm not that tall. What am I holding? How heavy?
Dad's
is it?
cutting trim
Is my
for the
pool
attic
noodle
couch that we're
gonna
putting
hold
in.
it?
So, Mom's now holding the trim against the ceiling so Dad can judge length with a pool noodle. 'Cause she's short.
Hello,
Didn't
sure.
bring a
I have to
ladder.
be extremely tall to reach this ceiling.
Okay, fair
So,
point.
I'll just blend
I couldn't reach the ceiling from the floor either, but she calls herself vertically challenged. I think it's hilarious.
Well, I am vertically challenged.
I guess. You're like 5 foot.
Three.
What, 5'3"?
Yes.
I'm like 5'6", 5'7". I actually think I'm getting taller than you too, Dad. I think you're shrinking in your old age.
Well, that's what happens, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm well aware. This feels weird to be taller than your parents. Brandon should be used to it. We'll start a support club.
13.
19.
Oh, 19.
This is not a quick project by any means. Maybe Mom's is.
Is it? The whole stuff.
This is probably also not a super safe project. I've burned myself a few times with this glue gun. All for the love of crafting. Is that a thing?
Happiness is homemade for Lady Burke finger. 2 of her fingers really bad.
No.
Got quite a burn from it.
19.
You calling crafting an extreme sport. That was the sound of the trim falling off the ceiling.
No.
Just look at these. All right. So, I'm sure both of these are the same.
On the bright side, it didn't seem to wake the girls. Grayson's already awake downstairs. He'll be playing video games all night, so don't have to worry about him. He complains that he wakes up when he hears the girls running around upstairs, and Mel and I were downstairs because I was showing her his room. He slept through that.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, hope he didn't wake you. And he's like, what? I'm now covered in hot glue. Maybe I should leave it on. Maybe it'll be a protective layer to keep
There
me
you
from
go.
burning my fingers.
Don't you have, I gave you one of those things. It's got the silicone on it. It's lovely. It's a very lovely hat. I bought you one of those things with the silicone on the end.
Probably, but I don't know
That's
where
what
they
they're
are.
for holding it, so you don't burn yourself.
Okay, so I should have been paying more attention when I was gluing the bottom on because I pulled the burlap down too far in some spots. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it back up without ungluing some of it.
See, that's the one good thing when things are not attached. Or attached very
Well, I was
lightly.
trying not to put too much glue on, but I should have just glued it.
I
in
mean,
more
hot
spots.
glue you can normally get to release. It will normally let go for you.
Oh, yeah. Hot glue is not exactly the world's most
Well, it
permanent
is if you put a
solution.
lot, well, yeah. But on a lot of this stuff, I mean, it's not like it has to be held tiger tight, so you just,
I don't know,
small
I've got
amounts.
tigers.
yes. Little tigers.
Rhea will not stop climbing on everything. She's driving me crazy. Because I moved the bookshelf, she's moved onto the kitchen table. I cannot tuck the chairs and the benches far enough under that she won't climb on them. Womp womp. Okay, so my new issue. I don't know how long to make this because I don't know how much extra burlap I need to weave it.
Measure it around.
Yeah, but how much extra?
Oh, you're going to weave something.
I'm gonna weave these 2 sections, I think, and then do a flat layer on the top.
I guess you could measure the strip of this and then measure how much doesn't
Okay.
get used. The thing
But you don't know how
is,
much doesn't get
each
used.
layer is different
size.
because it's getting bigger and bigger. Is the thing.
We'll just wing it.
Don't you?
Don't have enough
Some
burlap
of
for
your
that.
other burlap ribbon, if you have it here, I have lace, the ones with the lace in. They
Well,
would
I'll probably put
just
some
fit
ribbon
through.
around it too after, but I think this should be enough overlap.
And then I'll piece of this one too. So I might as well do it right now. And I have this little cut. So that last sweep
moss.
Farm
on it.
moss.
No, we did not.
So I might as well
That's
just
fine.
brush that.
Trim your edges. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Do you start weaving in the center? Is that like the good thing to do?
Well, I'm leaving these at the moment because I think I'm just going to glue them both like here. I'll glue the two pieces just together there. But I thought just in case I didn't want to leave these on, I wasn't going to finish that part yet. So just leaving it as I go along here.
Okay. So I'm going to try and be smart about this and make my weaving life easier. And I'm going to start in the center so that I don't have to keep pulling the burlap all the way through. Right? And then I can just weave half of it and half of it.
Yeah.
This might not work. I'm confident now. I may not be in a couple minutes. Too many pieces of stuff in my way.
I just wanted all my seams to be in one spot.
Well, I
was all,
know,
but
that's
you
why.
don't-
So I lined up. So this is my glue seam from the first row. So that's why I started my mid seam on the opposite side. So theoretically, I should be gluing it back together on this side. But like I said, I'm not overly confident that that's gonna work. Because if I pull too hard while I'm weaving this, it might move my center seam. I guess I could glue my center seam down, but then if I don't do this right, I don't know that I want it glued.
You can always just shift it a little bit.
That's true.
It's
It
not like
pulls not
it's
so bad.
permanent.
As I'm weaving this now, I don't know that I got enough extra. So, and after I post this video, I'll be taking requests on what you'd like to see next. Copying someone else's craft is probably preferred.
Well, for now, I spotted them, and because I spotted them, I was like, oh, those are cute. I want to make them.
You know, if it wasn't such a pain in the bum, you know, I would have maybe contemplated making two, one for each of the girls as their Easter baskets for this year, and then we could have just done really big eggs for their egg hunt.
I saw the cutest idea for some things for egg hunt.
Oh, okay.
So that I think you'll probably do a daytime one. But I saw the cutest idea for a
Like
little
a
bit when it
glow in
gets
the dark
dark.
Easter egg hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
You
that.
take the glow in the dark bracelets
Yeah.
and you stick them inside some of the little bit bigger eggs. It wasn't you don't necessarily have to do all of the eggs, but you could do a few that way, they said.
Yeah.
Or it was a good idea for older kids,
Yep.
just for something different. I thought, that's a cute idea, glow in the dark ones.
Forget having to do it at night. My kids will be up before the sun.
There you
can
go.
do it first thing in the morning on Easter.
There you go.
Okay, so this might have actually worked out better than I expected because I'm almost done this piece, but I'm also almost back at my seam too. Okay, so I am back at my seam actually, now that I look at this. So the burlap is actually a little bit too large for the gap here, so I'm just gonna try and maybe I'll weave the other side and then I'll try and fluff it out a little bit so that it's more even and not all bunched up at the top like this. I have to create a YouTube channel. What should we call ourselves? I was gonna say making it with the Millers, but I realized that we can't do that because that's actually my friend's Instagram handle.
Making it with millers.
Yeah,
That sounds kind of funny in a way.
yeah, it does. I like it. It's very catchy.
Oh, really?
She doesn't do crafting.
I don't know. It sounds a lot.
Hey, we are faking it till we make it. So you know what? It's my mantra for life. Fake it till you make it. Also, without chaos, there is no order. So you know, those are my go-tos.
Hmm?
Mantras for life. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Alright. And weave. So you're on your third row. That's no fair.
Well, actually, the weaving isn't that horrible.
Yours probably leaves easier though. Mine's a little bulkier. I'm gonna try and fluff it out as I go. Maybe that will make it a little easier.
This one twists a bit, so it takes longer than it might if it didn't twist it out, but it's okay. I'm enjoying it. It's all good.
Crafting. It's been a while since we crafted. We don't really craft together very much. I did make my porch sign. That was back in January. That wasn't really that long ago. It feels like it. Lots changed since then. What are your channel name suggestions then, since you didn't like mine?
Oh, I don't think we're at a stage for that yet.
Why not? Start from
Because
the
we
beginning.
need to have a lot more ideas of things to make and do to keep people.
Have you seen your craft room? You purchased all of those supplies with ideas in mind. You just haven't made any of them. We have how many wreath forms at the house?
Actually,
We're gonna go with about 30.
No.
Between the two of us? Yes.
Maybe.
Because I've got a couple here.
I have different
And we have
sizes.
pool noodles.
And we have hula hoops
Yeah.
to make some other
But
crafts
I meant
with.
hula hoops. I said pool noodles, but meant hula hoops to do crafting with. Yeah, so we have a lot of different wreaths that were supposed to be made. I wanted to do a fall one because my fall one got stolen from my house. I'm very sad. And
Not from here.
Not from here. My old house. And oh look, my Fitbit's going off telling me all the things that I still need to do tonight that aren't getting done. I do need to start working on this stuff. I have deadlines that I have to hit. I gotta get a social media profile sent to Elle. Yeah, and I wanted to do like a Halloween themed one. And I wanted to do a Christmas one. I wanted to do a Christmas ball ornament wreath. Still have not done that, but that's mainly because Christmas balls are very expensive to purchase and I'm just too broke right now. So,
Christmas
maybe
balls.
next year. Well, I'm hoping to pick some up in the summertime. Maybe yard sale season will be a theme this year. Speaking of which, I need to have a yard sale. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need to get rid of. Mainly clothes. I need to purge my entire closet. None of it fits. Projects, guys. Okay, so you know what? I think that I'm just gonna leave this one in behind. And I might just glue it on the inside.
The only thing I feel about just pink and blue is I feel like I'm doing something for a baby shower.
I was gonna say gender reveal party.
I'm just like, So that's what makes me think I'll probably end up.
Okay, so funny story. So I was at the grocery store with the girls the other day and they have all this stuff on clearance, right? Yeah. So I was looking through some of the clearance stuff and I found these cards and they were like gender reveal cards and baby shower cards. So I bought some because I thought they were really cute. They were like a cloud with like, fun baby themed colored rain. So we picked them up because I've been hearing a lot of moms that are doing baby sprinkles for any child after their first one. So it's still a way to get together and celebrate with your friends without having the financial requirement of doing like an actual baby shower. And you know what, that's what I really wanted to do with Rhea, but someone said that was passe and I shouldn't do that, and it was the middle of a pandemic. So I did not, but I regret not doing one for her. So I'm hoping that I'll have more children in the future. So I have bought these cards in advance of a pregnancy that I don't currently have yet. So Grayson was unloading the groceries that night. I don't know why. He must have been upstairs making toast because he hasn't been helping very much lately. But anyway, so he was unloading these and he's like, is there something I should know? It's like, no, I just bought them. They're cute. He's like, oh. He's like, why are you buying cards? And I'm like, well, because... And then I told him why I wanted them, and he's like, okay, then. Guys just don't get it. It's not the same.
You wish you had a shower for Rhea still, is what you're saying?
Well, they call them baby sprinkles because it's not a full-on shower. It's just like a light celebration, a baby sprinkle. There's
and
a
I get
technical
that,
term for
but
it.
what?
And yes, I would have liked to have
and
had
they
a-
still do the gifts and everything.
Not really. I think, you know, they just kind of come with like, I don't know, maybe an outfit or like some diapers or something if they want to, but like I think gifts are more or less optional at that point because they've already done a shower for you. I mean, friends and family maybe might buy more, but like family maybe not so much friends, but it's just a reason to get together and celebrate and have people touch your baby bump and say that you look adorable and skinny and all those things that you need to hear when you're pregnant.
Alright, so how's this? I mean, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I just, like I say, I feel like it's, but I was trying to only do a few colors because
Well, because if you get too many colors going on, then you're not going to want to put super colorful things in the center. Otherwise, it's going to be like
Exactly.
super.
hmm.
All right, so I got my second row on. What do we think of this?
So I don't know even if
I
I,
hope you
should
like it.
just do blue.
Because, you know, I kind of just totally locked it in with the hot glue. I think it looks okay.
It
And then
looks
if I do
okay.
another one, if I do it, should I do it in the same pattern or should I do it alternate? Do we want the strips of white?
Well, I've done mine the
The
same,
same. That's what I was
but
kind of
I
thinking.
don't know whether we.
You know what? I should have measured the last one because that was a good amount of fabric. That was what I was
I
looking
guess
for.
we could have alternated it.
You could. I'm giving her too many bad ideas, guys. I'm a bad influence.
Well, because I still can't decide if I just want to do two colors.
I really don't feel like you do. In your heart of hearts, you want more colors on
Well-
your basket.
Let's just see. And this is back in here. I also was looking for, I really wanted a white pool noodle if I could find it, but I couldn't find a
I've
white
never seen a white pool noodle. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Well, they have them on the YouTube channels. The girls have found them at Dollar Tree, apparently.
Better get your passport in order. We're taking a road trip.
Some of them did have, because at Christmas they were just winding some had red, some had white, and so then they
make
did the
good candy
different.
canes.
Yeah. They did some red candy
Smart.
canes with white, some white candy canes with red. So. Yeah, I think it would have been too much blue doing all of it. With the tealy color, I think having the whole basket teal would be too much.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think it might be too much, but then I just.
But that still did not answer your question about what you want to do about more colors.
Well, I'm
or
just
just
wondering,
alternating
would it
colors.
look funny having my teal
Do a pink ribbon.
if I had all different colored? No, if I had all different colored.
No, I don't think so. Most projects have one dominant color.
Because they had what? Orange, teal, the
You
pink.
see, usually you see green, blue, and yellow at Dollarama, and
Yeah.
Hazel Finds had some
What
others.
was the other color that was
I
in
don't know.
the
You
picture?
text me a picture of it.
I know.
Look.
I just remember it was orange, pink,
I want to say purple.
teal. I don't think it was purple, or I might have picked purple.
Oh,
I might have picked purple if they had.
purple's a good Easter color.
But I kind of liked the tealy too. I thought
The teal looks nice.
I mean the pink.
I don't really think there's a
too,
wrong color.
but I thought you're doing teal or pink, so I will do teal.
I actually never said I was doing pink. I just got
You
a
said
pink pool
get
noodle.
pink pool noodles.
Yeah, but I was planning on covering it. I wanted some pink pool noodles in general in case I get to take the girls swimming this summer at the trailer. Thought pink pool noodles would be better.
I thought if we went down to check the trailer, we could have gone. for a
Yeah,
swim.
that would be so good. Rhea hasn't been in the pool in a long time. Neither is Talia, honestly. But Rhea probably wouldn't remember. Talia would remember swimming. Maybe we should do that tomorrow. We can't. I could reschedule with Kim, but that would be really rude.
I don't know if we're going tomorrow. I said to Dad, maybe we'll go one day through the week if he has a rainy day.
Yes, I'm down for that because I don't work and I can go anywhere anytime except I go nowhere.
Okay,
all
do
the
we
time.
like it better alternated, the opposite way?
I think so, because then it would be a lot of teal at the top.
I'm just saying, here I'm doing it the opposite to that, so I would take the pink back out and weave it the opposite again, so.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Do you like it better that way? Or
Mm.
do you like seeing the whole strand down, or I think maybe it looks nicer seeing it opposite instead of the whole.
I don't know. I did mine together. What do you think? It's kind of a lot of white.
I'm kind of feeling,
Darn it, Mom! You're making me rethink this.
I'm looking at it going, especially when I see it like
Okay,
that.
here, one sec. Let me
That's all
one.
one.
Let me do some alternating stuff up in this biz over here before I unwind all of this.
Yeah, let me see a little bit more to go on. Yeah, I don't think I like seeing the whole white thing, so I think I'm gonna carry on with this one and then redo the other pink one.
You put another row of pink in there?
Darn it, Mom! I think I like the alternating too.
I know. Well, it just seems like too much of a
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah, this makes it look like more of a basket.
But you haven't got as far as I
I
have.
love you and I hate you. What do you mean? Yeah, I have. I did all this.
I gotta take a whole row out.
Oh, that's fair.
I gotta take a whole row.
I'm gonna leave the stuff that I just wound to test
Oh,
this.
is sliding really easy.
Want me to pull it? Oh, or hold it?
No, okay.
No, okay. Mine does
But I
not
think I
slide
can
that
just
nicely.
kind of go like this and then it might pull. See, the problem is when it gets stuck over like that. We're better figuring it out before we get the entire thing done.
That's true.
And then look at it and go, oh, I don't think I like that.
Story of my life every time you renovate. This is the plan. Nope.
Lots of changes. Lots of changes.
Mm-hmm. Like the ensuite bathroom I added.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I guess I haven't really made that. Oh, the cover in the kitchen. That wasn't really a choice. That was because I physically couldn't remove the piece I needed to take down. But I think the floating shelves will look nice. I'm excited to go over and see her house.
You're going to see it now before she does renos, you mean?
Probably.
Is
I
that-
don't know. She said that she wanted me to come over soon and take a look because she was talking about some stuff in the kitchen, and I was like, I can't really visualize that. She's like, yeah, it's okay. You can come over soon and let me or whatever. I was like, okay. Alrighty. I'm not gonna say no to that. I love seeing other houses. I really want to go and see Kylie's house down the road too.
Go see whose?
The girl on the road that I've been talking to.
Oh,
I know more of my neighbors here than I did at my last house.
I've been thinking of Dina.
I know. Every time I'm up in that area, I'm like, I really should stop by. But then the girls are always like sleeping, or like I'm in a rush to make an appointment.
I just
I'm
thought
like,
it'd be
maybe
nice
she's
to
not
pop over
home.
and say.
In the summer when we have nice weather and visiting people isn't such an issue.
And it's so funny because I mean, I run into some of our old neighbors from the other house once in a while, but I don't miss some of them the same. I used to like going to see Dick and Jean
I miss that.
and stuff, but they're both gone now, so you can't go visit them anymore.
No. Yeah, because we did so much visiting them before. We should have.
We've had. Ted and I went over a few times.
Oh, okay.
Sat and chatted with them for
I
a
don't
little
remember
bit.
that, but Brandon and I always.
Well, you were away at school.
Oh. Yeah, I missed a lot of stuff being away for 4 years. So everyone's like, oh, you were born and raised in St. Thomas. I'm like, yes, but I've been gone for most of the decade. Oh, 4 years at school, and then I lived in London for like 2, almost 3 years, including the apartment.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. I'm not as in touch with the St. Thomas community as I used to be. She's from St. Thomas.
Who?
No.
They were the next door.
For some reason, I was thinking that they were from because she was asking me. She's like, "Well, how old are you? Maybe you went to school with my kids." No. No, I did not.
I don't think it's a.
And she said her son was 32,
Hmm.
so we did not cross paths, but they must have went to Parkside.
All right. Before I undo and reweave, I'll take a look at how those two rows being.
Just undo the pink.
Oh, I am. That's all I'm going to undo. But I just wanted to see if I really truly like it with the every other row, and I definitely do. Definitely do like it better. Okay, so this row is coming out.
Moving my basket. Pretty soon Kelly's gonna be old enough to craft with us.
Yes, different times when I see stuff, I think that, oh, that'll be fun to do with the girls. I used to love crafting with you guys.
Building my supplies already.
Hmm?
So I'm building my supplies already.
Yes.
Some sort of 3-generational YouTube channel for crafting.
Yeah.
Ray would love to help. She's not there yet.
So let me see yours now.
Just a minute, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I have to figure out how to attach this one because it ends on a behind, not in front. Right? But like one I can attach there and then the other one I'll just have to lay over the back, I think.
Yeah.
How's that look?
That's good. And so what are you going to do with the top row?
I'm gonna do another span like this.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. Should I weave the last one too?
I don't know. It's better to sit it down and walk a little ways away from it and look at it.
Well,
It just
let me
seems to
finish
give
this
you a
piece
better
here.
perspective of it.
the bigger picture. I've always used to say that that was her superpower. She saw the big picture.
Who said that?
Beth. I miss her. Always like, you guys are always welcome to visit us at the beach house. She never actually gave any of us an address.
It's
So we're like, is that was like an empty invitation? Like you don't want us visiting, or you just really didn't think about the fact that we don't know where it is?
I was glad that
I'm
going
sure if I
across
asked
this
her.
way, that it actually was enough to do even the widest span.
Hmm.
Because I thought I might have to cut long ways down, but
Right.
it just was so much easier to be able to just cut across that way. I'm like, yeah. So that worked out well too.
Oh, I didn't tell you. So I booked a branding photo session for later this month. Because I wanted an opportunity to go and do like a natural photo session. This was back when Grace and I were still talking, and like then it would give us a chance to see like what they do and you know how it works and whatever. So I booked at a place in London. followed on Instagram for a while.
To go and actually get pictures done by someone else.
Yeah, so Grayson's not the photographer, and it's
Right.
in like a photo studio in London.
Right.
So let's watch the girls for that. Surprise! So anyway, so I booked this a while ago, and I had talked to her just, you know, just in general about like rental costs. I'm like, wow, your photography costs are way less expensive than what I was expecting. It was like 60 or 80 bucks, I think, for me to book the session, and then it's another 40 or 50 or something at the door for hair and makeup.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's doing your hair and makeup.
No.
Oh,
So the venue owner is a person, so that's who I paid for the pictures, and then there's the photographer, and then there's a makeup artist and a hair person. So there's 4 of them in total. I don't think the venue owner's actually going to be, well, she's going to be there, but she's not really. She's directing, I think, more so than anything else. So anyways, we had talked and just asked if, you know, how that all works, like, because since she's not the photographer, and she's like, yeah, I just rent the space. She's like, I use it through the week, whatnot. And then I rent it on the weekends. I'm like, oh, well, you know, if you're ever in need of a photographer to fill the weekend, like, let me know. We'd be interested, because like she does really cool setups. I really like them. So I'm like, it'd be worth it to rent it just for, you know, Grayson to take pictures of me or whatever. So anyway, so then she put it up on social media the other day saying that she had an opening. So I messaged her about it, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely interested. I wasn't really talking to Grayson at this point in time. I'm like, you know, I could book it and hire my own photographer or whatever. So anyways, we were talking, and we actually landed the space. So Grayson's gonna, she wants at least a 6-month commitment, but cash doesn't have to be paid up front.
6-month commitment for what?
To like agree that you'll rent the space for 1 weekend a month.
You're
for
going to
6
rent
months.
it that often?
No, Grayson is.
Oh, okay.
He's on board with this now. 'Cause she's only charging $200 a month, so it's like $100 a day. So like even if Grayson's been charged $50 a session, he needs 4 clients in a weekend to make his money back.
But can you get 4 in 1 weekend?
Oh god, yeah, you can book a session every 30 to
Well,
minutes
yeah,
to an hour.
you can if you get.
She's got 5,000 followers on her page, and she's like, yeah, I promote that you're like, you know, photographer at the venue and whatever, and then Grayson can do some of his own advertising. Like, I'll go and take some pictures too. Might need you to watch the girls while I do that.
You're gonna take pictures now too.
No, well, yes, I'd like to go 1 weekend and try and practice photography, but Grayson can take pictures of me for like my social media and my branding and stuff. So like, we'll get use of the space that way. Anyway, and I think that'll look nice. And then I might.
I don't know. Hold it and I'm gonna step farther away.
Okay, I will try.
Mhm.
But I was kind of thinking that
This way. Hold it there.
maybe I would do another row if I have enough extra and weave it over the top to cover the weight. Or should I weave it?
Okay, you go look. See if you like it. Are you leaving it long all the way down like that, or you're?
No, I would.
Or are you tucking it up
I
underneath?
would put it like this one, how I ended it on the seam. I would end it on the seam and then I would tuck it up. But I think I want to cut another piece and wrap it around the top to cover the white at the top.
Okay, see what you think.
I don't know. Like, I think it looks nice. I think I kind of want to see it weaved though. You think you like the weaved better?
I don't
I can
know.
tell.
It just.
We've been at this for 53 minutes already.
No doubt.
Did I get any video space left on my phone?
Okay, let me see it once more now that we pulled it up a little higher.
This is DIY, guys. He is so loud.
He's very loud.
He's like, how do you hear me? I can never hear you guys during the day. I'm like, gonna get a video camera and record this.
I think it looks good both ways. It depends if you want to see more of the basket or you don't want to see more of the basket. See,
I think I want to see
at the
less of
moment
the
I
basket.
like I like seeing the basket,
I think I want to do this.
but it depends which look you're going for, I guess. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of liking seeing the basket. I was trying to decide if I wanted to swirl something along there, but I'm like, I don't know.
How, like, weave it this way over the top?
Over or something, I don't
Mom!
know. Well, it's crafting, so it's just about trying different
Yeah, but I have to
things.
decide if I'm doing that because I would have to do it first. Unless I just did like this and covered it this way.
Well, I'm trying to decide if I see, you won't see quite as much of this because the noodles will be here a little bit, but. She didn't do any of that with hers.
Obviously. But now we've committed.
I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't know, that kind of looks nice, doesn't it?
It's kind of cute.
Do we have enough burlap for this though?
Well, that's the thing.
If I did this, I would have to weave it though. Otherwise, I have to cut my burlap if it's a pain in the butt.
Or I wasn't sure if I would do it quite that close. You could spread it out a lot more.
You do like every other one.
Well, you
Since
could
it's
even,
so
you
wide
might even be
anyway.
able to cut it in half and just it around. Do 2 sections, cut it in
Well, if you
half.
did that, you could spread it out a little bit because it is so thick. You go the other one. All right. Well, let me cut the piece. Oh, but if I'm leaving it, then I need more.
Oh, I have my burlap bunny in the other room. That I could stand in it, but not if I put it outside. So I might have to make an indoor one and might need two. We'll see. Maybe next year. So I do have some really cute bunnies that could go in the house. Or maybe I'll just put them up on my decorative shelf there.
What's Dad doing?
I don't know. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's probably downstairs cutting and maybe he's attaching those together down there. Is it?
I don't know.
What's
Okay.
this? What is this?
No big blueberry pie bars.
Blueberry pie bars.
Mm-hmm. Did you like it?
Has it got a lot of protein in it though?
What?
I had issues with a lot of protein last time. I'm like,
It
oh,
does. You might not
really?
want to eat more then. We can have some of the blueberry bread pudding in the fridge though, because there's no protein powder in that.
You gotta work your body up to all that protein. I was here the one day and she fed me so much protein and my body was like, what's happening?
My body hasn't been liking me lately because of it either.
It's like, what did you do to me?
We usually have I probably should be ordering it through the website since I found people buying it. I did order the one. 2 things actually. I'm gonna have to order another one for the guy that I usually buy from. Didn't have some of the flavors that I was looking for, but it's so much cheaper to buy it from him.
Well, how can that be?
Yeah.
How can he make like sell it cheaper than?
Because he buys it for his gym and then it gets too close
Oh.
to expiry and then he can't sell it.
Right.
So then
Gotcha.
he sells it at a discount. And he probably gets a discount for buying a bulk.
For sure.
So I'm looking at this now, but I feel like I need to do the loopy loop on the top before I do this.
You know what else might look cute on there rather than doing? Well, I mean that looks cute too. It's just the burlap rope. Might be cute around it too.
Well, I think I want to do a thing of ribbon on here still somewhere. Like a bow.
Well, I'm gonna do a bow off of my handle.
That's true. I said I needed to do the top piece first, and yet I'm continuing doing this one.
Are you gonna weave or do the top?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe. I think it makes it look more basket-like. I would probably wrap the handle too, honestly. My pool noodle in this, but I don't think I've got enough burlap for that.
Well, she just did it like
Yeah, Yeah, but I think I would wrap the whole thing
Oh, you
so
could.
that you don't see it. Except I'm still gonna see it. Because it's mesh. Well, there goes that plan.
I want to see mine. I want to see mine for this year. I'm gonna change it next year. But it'd be a fairly cheap way to make a cute basket. Like a lot of people do stuff like this and make a basket for, you know, putting in the living room to put their throws off the couch. They will not keep them standing in here and stuff. So they sit it on the floor just as a
I was actually
inexpensive
looking at
basket.
buying one off someone at Marketplace. It was like a black metal one, and I wanted it to put the girls.
Oh, I saw that great big one with fairly big squares. I saw that.
Yeah, that was $30. Still might buy it. Need to go to London though. Maybe it's not available anymore.
Where you buy this and you paint it black.
Do they have black ones at the store?
I only saw gray and white today. But there's lots of stores that have baskets, so I didn't look at Dollarama at all. I looked at Unusual Finds. They didn't have this shaping at all. They only had oblong ones.
Yeah, but is it worth it to spend this much time decorating it, or is it better to just spend the $30 and have it already?
No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying if you really like this look, if you try to buy some of these, they can be really expensive. Some of the fabric ones, the other ones aren't so much, but. Alright, there we go.
When Al
I
asks
don't
why I didn't
love
make
it.
any progress on my business this week, I'm gonna tell him my mom came over and we crafted.
I don't love it as much as I was hoping I would, because I feel like it, but I wonder if I wrapped pink. I don't think it's gonna, maybe if I double layered it, it would show it more pink. I wonder if it would make it look better if I wrapped pink around the handle.
I don't know. Try it.
Well, I bought
Try it
white,
before you buy it.
I bought white to wrap around the handle, but now I'm thinking maybe if I'm gonna just leave these two colors for this year. Pull these things tight and put a little dab of glue on it. I mean, it's kind of sweet still though,
Mm-hmm. It's cute.
but I think it would be even cuter with some mauve and yellow.
Hasn't even finished her craft and she's already thinking about ways to change it, guys.
Well, of course. Of course. Okay, so I think I'm gonna tie wrap mine. I'm not going to, I'm just gonna tie wrap it on there. I probably should just tie wrap it when I go home because I've got some really tiny ones. It won't use up all of these ones.
Yes, because we don't have 700 of them right there.
Yeah, but I'm thinking these ones, maybe you guys bought at the hardware store and they're more expensive than the dollar store ones.
Probably. Yes.
Whereas some of mine are just from the dollar store. You know, these have like, I don't know, maybe the other ones do too. Yeah, I'll just wait and attach that at home because I don't think that'll be that big deal. So, let's make sure I get this stack.
All right. An hour and a bit later, the basket is weaved. And then I need to decide if I'm weaving a top too or not. You say I don't socialize when you come over.
Sometimes you do.
Well, that was the last time I know.
Wonder if scissors fit too.
What do you think of the weaved top look?
It's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm. I really like it.
Yeah, the poor lady. Apparently she put her hand down on top of her glue gun and she glued her fingers right in here. She had big blisters. I felt so bad for her. We obviously didn't see it online or anything. She showed us later, or I don't even know if she showed us like that day or because I just watched her for the first time the other night. That's when I saw her.
Hundreds and hundreds of people that do this online.
There's so many. And some are very good, and you know the one thing that's really, that I find different when I'm watching is, and people comment, and that's what made me realize it even more, that I wasn't the only one. Some people have voices that are really nice and soothing and pleasing to listen to, and other people just don't. And so no matter how good their crafting can be or their whatever can be, sometimes you just have a hard time with their voice. So sometimes I guess until we hear our voice on them, we're not going to know how we sound.
True.
We're not going to know.
I mean, people listen to me talk on my stories all the time, so
Yeah.
doesn't mean they enjoy it.
I was going to say, have you had people say, you're not enjoyable then? If not,
No, no
probably
one's ever
good.
commented on it. I should ask.
I just know some people have said, I'm sure they have said negative about you, you know what I mean, about some people, but they just say positive to some people, like, oh, I love your voice online. So that obviously means, too, that there's some people that they don't love online. And there is one lady that like I say, I don't mind her YouTube channel, but I can only handle a couple of videos and then I'm like, okay, let's go to someone else for a little while. Because her voice just kind of gets to you a bit.
Do you want to know how it's going or no?
She said, do you want to know how it's going or no?
I'm assuming you're going to want to go home soon.
What were you doing? Visiting with Mo?
Yeah, he just pulled in.
I figured you must have
I was
been.
wondering about you. So why's that? So you haven't been here in a long time.
I know. I was really good about being nice.
He's been here, just not as much.
Well, yeah. I think that was kind of what he
And
was
Mo
getting at.
wasn't here when you were here the last time either.
He's trucking out west. He's gone for 9 days straight
Oh.
and then home for 3.
Oh, that's what he does?
Yeah, drive truck.
Don, you're right in front of the
Oh,
field.
sorry. Drives truck.
Oh, I didn't know what he
I
did.
really don't want to have to cut this for fear of getting the wrong amount, but I also really don't want to have to unwind this and weave the whole thing through. I wonder if I can just guess. Oh, you got scissors.
I'm trying to trim it just a teeny bit of it's gonna hang down in the way. The scissors are not cooperating. Make sure you really give yourself extra.
I think this should be enough extra. Don't you think?
What you should have done was taken a bit of a measurement and kind of just marked it on the inside and then count how much it takes to do, let's say, 3 squares or
I
whatever.
already glued this down.
You glued it.
The loose end. I
No,
glued the
that's
loose end.
fine. Just,
But I don't want to weave this. I have to unroll the whole thing to weave it. I can't weave this giant chunk through, I don't think.
what you can do is push that down a little bit. Wouldn't that work?
Oh, this is almost better than looking at me. Get home to quarter this. No, definitely not gonna work. It's wider than the things. So
Grandma would have made good YouTube shows. She did a lot of crafting.
she was entertaining too. From what I remember anyway.
You think you forget your grandma?
Yeah, a lot of things. I don't really remember what she sounds like anymore.
Really?
It's been a long time. You also knew her a lot longer than I did.
Well, obviously. She was my mommy.
I would just wish she could have met the girls.
I wish Grandpa could have too. Grandpa loved kids.
see if the library's doing story time in person again now, if they're still only doing it digitally. I'll have to take the girls to an in-person story time.
And you did, or you would like to?
I'd like to.
Hmm.
Did you wear the mask when you went shopping today?
Everybody had them. I didn't see anyone without one today.
Where's your rebellious side?
Well, I know there's stuff I want to get, so they kick me out and won't let me stay.
They wouldn't kick you out, they'd just tell you to put it on. They would kick you out if you refused. Yeah, hot glue in my hair. I also don't think I cut enough burlap.
It's not good.
Go on. Maybe.
Alright. One more row to glue. Got the glue. The gluing's harder than the other part.
No.
Well, just because I wanted to make sure I have it snug, and
Why would you glue them on if you think you're gonna change them anyway?
I'm only gluing just one
Oh.
little spot. Well, because I don't want it to move.
Why are you doing yours all in
Because I only have two open. Because you wanted it that way.
I think it looks more like a basket like this.
Looks more like a wicker basket, that's for sure.
Well, you know, traditional Easter baskets are wicker.
Well, no, not all of them.
Okay, we made it.
Okay. A lot of them used just little white baskets too.
So the other night, there was 5 deer standing in the front yard eating the food at the birthday.
Really?
That's fun.
There's a coon out there, and they're feeding it peanuts.
He always feeds them.
Comes right over and stands beside his foot.
Wow. Well, I mean, I guess we tame chipmunks, so we're not raccoons. Odd choice in pet, but
I think she went and got a pile of corn, she's breaking up corn kernels and putting them on the driveway, and he's over there